Hey, good evening, folks. This is Richard again from Election Connections, and decided to make a video in light of the news about Justice Scalia, his passing. And I'm telling you what, uh, it's 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 become almost a life and death situation now in order to keep our country just on an even keel. We are now at a time that there's a possibility that we will begin to lose all the freedoms that we so much enjoy and that are constantly under insult under assault by the left. Uh, Everything from free speech to the Second Amendment to being secure in our persons from illegal searches, just the whole notion of government intruding into our lives. Justice Scalia was a originalist. He interpreted the Constitution as in light of how our founders uh, thought the way it should be uh, executed. So now we have one less conservative on the Supreme Court. Actually, I don't know about Justice Roberts, but so we are really, really in a serious situation now. I knew from the minute when Mitch McConnell came out and said, uh, we will not entertain any nomination by President Obama. Now, some people say he jumped the gun when he said that, and I don't particularly like Mitch McConnell that much because he's an establishment type guy. But uh, I don't see nothing wrong with that. We need to prevent President Obama from appointing a liberal justice on the Supreme Court. I know the Senate has to vote on it, but still, he always has the option, and I'm not sure exactly, but he has the option of doing a recess appointment. And that's what scares me most of all. So uh, we really, 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 really have to let our congressmen, or I should say representatives, and our senators especially, that we do not want President Obama. Um, well, I shouldn't say President Obama to nominate somebody to fill Justice Scalia's position because he has that right. There's no doubt about that. But the Senate will not act on it. They will filibuster it. They will delay it. They will do everything to kill it. Okay. And the next important thing on this whole matter is that we cannot afford people that identify with the Republican Party, regardless if they're conservatives, uh, Reagan Democrats, moderates, independents, uh, whatever. We cannot afford not to show up on election day to ensure that we get a conservative in the White House. My preference is Ted Cruz. He's a constitutionalist. He's going to follow the Constitution. He is not going to be bullied around by Democrats. Uh, but that's my first choice there. you know. So we have to get out and we have to vote for a Republican to get into the White House. We cannot afford not to. This is so critical uh, during this presidential election. So, and not only that, now with the death of Scalia, we've got to ensure that we don't lose any Senate seats because if we get a majority of Democrats in there, then they're going to be able to confirm whoever they want uh, to replace Scalia. So those are my thoughts on that. And again, I'm being upfront. I'm a Ted Cruz supporter, and I'm going to continue to support him. So we'll see how the primary goes. I thought the presidential debates, which I watched this Saturday here in Okinawa, Japan, I thought they were great. Highlighted a lot of differences between the candidates. There was a lot of fireworks in there, so we'll see what happens. So look forward to probably talking to you after the South Carolina primary, and we'll see what's happening. I appreciate your time. Have a good day or evening wherever you're at in the world, and God bless America.